Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Pulse. I am Ajit Mahuli, the founder and mentor at Learn Price Action Trading. Let's take a look at what the indices have been doing and are likely to do in the coming week. So after a bearish month where we sold off right nearly from the open, we have started this month with a move up. After that expiry move down from Friday onwards, we've been moving up. On the monthly, the trend is still strong and up. The next demand zone that we will be looking at probably will be at this only so far on the monthly chart. That's 17,900 to 18,000. That's a monthly demand zone. On the weekly side, if you see, we took a long time, more of a compressive move towards that gap area and started moving. And today we had a nice gap up here. There is no real supply on the weekly other than what it starts from, let's say 650 onwards. That's the area where we might see some rejections, and that's the area for any short targets that you would swing short targets or confirmation longs at these areas on the weekly demand zone. So that's going to be the range. The range is wider and this zone is also deeper, so it can go in quite a bit. This is what we see on the daily chart, compressive move. We did move up, but it was not a strong move. We sold off and then towards the end, we again went up. So if I have to look at the daily areas of supply, it's this, which is going to be crucial for Nifty. Once we go beyond this, or I would say, let me draw a line at this gap area, that's about 677 is when we will try to make an attempt to go towards 19,900. That's the next area. It's a little tricky to trade the index, so maybe it's better to trade stocks which are giving good entry points and good reward to risk. Index might be a little volatile, so be cautious about it. In this area, once we reach, you can look at some confirmation shorts. Remember, if we start moving down, there is nothing to hold the price at least till, let's say, 18,900 to 19,000, that area. And on the short-term time frame, if you see on the intraday time frames, that's the area of supply zone. Here, let me just delete this, which is going to be crucial. We might move inside this up and before we turn down, and as long as we hold these areas, that is 19,400 areas, we may make an attempt to move up. So there is a possibility that it could remain range bound, but stocks will give good moves, and fresh areas of supply where you can look at some swing shorts is going to be somewhere close to 90,700. So that's going to be the range. Avoid buying Nifty at this point. You can look at stocks, individual stocks, but as an index, I would stay on the sidelines till it either comes down here, or a good area to be a buyer would be somewhere close to 90,360. If the market keeps on continuing in this range bound fashion between 250 and 550 areas, we can look at buying at these areas, but I would be cautious about trading in the index and look at some swing shorts somewhere close to 90,700 based on the confirmation. A quick look at India VIX. Now, India VIX has corrected quite a bit. So if you see, we are in a monthly area which is low on the curve, and even on the weekly, we are pretty much low on the curve. The daily, that's the area where we have had significant moves up. So if you see this, that's the area of demand on the daily chart. So option writing will also not make much of sense. So it will, from here, it could move up the upside. Wait for some confirmations before you get into quick swing shorts and STI longs and stocks valid. Now let's go to Bank Nifty. This is much more weaker as compared to Nifty because it has broken a weekly demand area. On the monthly, we don't have any supply, but we do have a picture of supply. Let's say if we take this as a rally-based drop on the monthly chart, that's a supply from 44,900 to 46,500 wide supply. Next areas of demand zone will be somewhere close to 42,000 as per the monthly chart. So not enough room for indices to to move unless we take off critical supply areas. Now here, if you see this rally-based rally has been breached from somewhere here on a smaller time frame. The next area from where a good demand or buying can emerge is about 42,700 on the weekly chart. And of course, this fresh area, but right now it's pretty far. This is a compressive move. We could move up a little bit more, somewhere close to, let's say, 45,000 before we continue. On the weekly, it's a range sideways move, and on the daily, if you see this, though Nifty made new lows, Bank Nifty did not make new lows, but it is not going even higher as compared to Nifty. That's a daily supply zone where we are likely to come back and hit, maybe go in a little bit deeper, close to 45,200 before we start turning off. Demand zone still is here. We are moving up from these areas of demand zone where we did take some long positions. And I had mentioned about it in the last couple of sessions that this is the area from where we would see some move to the upside. Around smaller time frame when we go, that's the critical area of supply going on Bank Nifty. So that's the area from 44,950 to 45,200. If you breach this, the next supply will be somewhere close to 45,500, from where swing shots on confirmation can be taken. And here also you can take some shots on confirmation, because if it turns down, we could see it coming all the way towards 44,000. So range bound movement on the Bank Nifty and similarly on the Nifty. US markets are closed today, so you might not see too much of action tomorrow morning. We are in supply, so initially we could see a small corrective move in both the indices, and based on how we react to their intraday demand areas, you can take a look at it. But avoid index trading till we reach either, let's say, 44,000 for longs or 45,200 for shorts. And you can look at individual scripts and trade them till the indices reach to that supply zone. But 45,500 will be probably a difficult point for the index to, Bank Nifty index to cross. So no sideways bias on the indices, and we'll avoid trades as of now on the short side or even on the long side until we get some good confirmation.